Thank you for joining the live on this Mindful Monday. Hello, Capricorn Flower. Thank you for joining the live on this Mindful Monday. Everyone that is down in the live, thank you so much for coming in. Please like the video. Today, again, is Mindful Monday. I'm off on Monday, so I've decided to try to go live at least 2 times a day. My goal is 5 times a week. So I'm getting that in when I do at least twice on Monday, once on Tuesday, and then a couple of other times during the week. And I started scheduling them. That gives me a little bit better luck. So anyone that's in the live, I appreciate it so much. Like the video. As much time as you can spend in here, I appreciate it. If not, you can be team replay. I love that as well. Thank you so much. So Mindful Monday, I just have a couple of hot topics, news topics actually. And then I did my Married to Medicine review this morning. I did a live review. So that video is there on Sandra P's Gen Xtra. Look at that. And I'll be happy to discuss it with you in the comments. Drop a comment. So the first thing I was looking at, and I have it in my description, we're going to talk about the unelected South African, Elon. Not the founder, but the person who is CEO over at Tesla. There was a scientist, there was an inventor. He actually created the Tesla, and this was purchased by the unelected South African. And I just have some stats on that. Okay. Elon, he's just rich, okay? He's not brilliant, as we're starting to see when we look at him and when we hear him speak. His stock, Tesla stock, plummets again. We have December 17th of 2024. It closed at $479.86 per share. The market close today was $238.01. So it's down, and he's spiraling. I'm hearing that he's spiraling out of control. When we see him in public, he goes nuts. And we saw when the orange clown had all those Teslas pulled up and said he's going to buy one. I'd like to see if he actually bought one. He'll probably lie and say Secret Service won't let him have it. But he turned it into a used car lot. And then they tried to lie on Joe Biden and said he did the same thing and he didn't invite Tesla. He had electric car summit at the White House. This was the Biden-Harris administration. And they had a lot of the other car makers that do make electric cars. They excluded Tesla because Tesla has a lot of recalls. And that Cybertruck, a lot of people are calling it a Nazi mobile. That Cybertruck actually catches on fire for no reason. It just catches on fire. And CarMax won't even take them back. I've read of people trying to sell them or trade them in. They're now embarrassed to drive them. CarMax doesn't want it back. Mama Bees, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for stopping in to Sandra P's Gen Xtra on this Mindful Monday. Thank you for stopping in. Hello, Sharon Gobble. Thank you for stopping in. Everyone's speaking to each other. I was just talking about the unelected South African, giving those stats of 400 and something at the end of December. He's now ran the stock in the ground to 238.01. So if he takes over your company, he's going to do a pretty terrible job, because I'll give these figures from Twitter. When he borrowed all that money and bought Twitter, and this is another thing, I think he's a degenerate, because what he'll do, he's supposed to be the richest man in the world. He's worth billions. But when he buys company, he doesn't like to use his own money. He likes to buy on borrowed money. But Twitter in 2022, before the unelected South African bought it, it was worth $5.7 billion. That's in 2022. He turned it into X. Let me unplug my phone. It's full. In 2024, after he took it, it's worth $670 million. You see that correctly. So from 2022, a lucrative company, a lot of people were over there. I had a Twitter account. As soon as he bought it, I don't trust how he handles information. I closed my account. And a lot of people are still over there, but I hope more people leave. So it went from a market cap of 5.7 billion to 670 million. And this is the person that's supposed to be tech support for our government. That's the scary part. But the good part is a lot of people are angry him for what he is and seeing what a destructive person he is. You saw him with the chainsaw and giggling about Ebola, canceling Ebola research by mistake. Whoopsie, we'll get that. Just trying to make a joke out of very serious situations. And then I have one more piece of news about him, and then we'll go on to something better. I don't like talking about him, but I feel like not enough people know how dangerous he is. So this story I was reading, someone did his biography, And this person that wrote the unelected South African's biography warns that the billionaire is going mad and could endanger us all. Says he's deeply unwell. This is from United Humanists. It says, an Elon Musk biographer has sounded the alarm that the world's richest man may be losing his mind. The Harvard law-educated biographer Seth Abramson speculated Monday that Musk might be going mad in a setting for all to see, brought on by growing stress, a history of mental illness. Now, I've heard him admit to that. A history of mental illness and self-described heavy drug use. Remember I mentioned the ketamine? I legitimately believe Elon Musk may be going mad, he posted to X. I wonder how long it took them to take that down. I'm a Musk biographer who has been tracking his online behavior for the last 2 years. And given that he's admitted to all of mental illness, heavy drug use, and crippling stress, we see the stress, it's now reasonable to feel that he's deeply unwell. They said he was crying in the White House the other day before they arranged that little showroom of his cars. The biographer's informed warning, as he described it, comes after Musk went on a posting frenzy about British politics that has ruffled more than a few feathers across the pond. I hadn't paid attention. I didn't know he was over there posting. So he's meddling in more governments. A tracking website said he's averaged 62 posts daily for the last week. So this is a mess, everybody. So more recently, the New York Times journalist and Trump whisperer Maggie Haberman said on a podcast, Trump does complain a bit to people about how Musk is around a lot. That's true. We saw little X, the little Damien looking boy, the test tube baby. We saw him walking up to Marine One with the orange clown, and he didn't look happy because he didn't really like to take care of his own kids. So now he's got this other little kid shadowing him. Hi, Capricorn Flower, speaking to everyone in the chat. Thank everyone that stopped in. Please like the video. I had more good news. I mentioned a little bit about this the other day. All 6,000 USDA employees were rehired after a month with back pay. So I only hope that we see a lot more of that, everybody. I really do. So that's good news. I know a lot of people were so worried, and it is very concerning, but that's good news. Okay, now I have my Kamala Harris, that little girl was me shirt on today because there's been a Kamala sighting. Somebody was looking for her. I'm not going to play it because she went to a Broadway play. So that's her with a couple of the people that were there. But I wanted to read one of these posts. 92%, you know what we're doing, and we're doing it in different ways. Some people are starting a garden. Other people are using the 5 Calls app that gives you put in your address, and it gives you all of your 2 senators, your local congressperson, and it gives you little scripts of what you could say to them when you call. But this is one of she might be a blue bracelet wearing 47%, or she could be one of the 53%. But she has put a thread out to the private citizen Kamala Harris, Mrs. Harris. She said, the government is literally collapsing. You said you wanted to be our president, but you dipped the moment you had one loss. This isn't it. Why isn't she still fighting for us? Because she only cared about winning. I'm going to let the 92% answer that lady. I'll show you a couple of comments because they got her together and quickly. Mad that this woman is sitting back minding her business is wild. Y'all voted against her. Now you're mad that y'all getting what you voted for. Now that y'all getting what you voted for, it's the black woman's problem. Leave her alone and let her live her best life. That was put politely. This other lady says, girl, go take a effing nap with this trash. Black women are effing tired. Go check your communities on why more didn't vote for her. People want black women to be mammies, bulletproof glasses, martyrs, quiet when whiteness steps into the room, and save you at your expense while not being compensated. Go brush your teeth. Knit a pink pussy hat. I forgot they did that, y'all. Remember they had those pink hats with a blue bracelet, and gather up your friends to have a real conversation to stimulate change instead of crying about Mamala. That's the name that Drew Barrymore called her, Mamala. I found that to be so insulting because her own stepchildren call her that. That's not for adult women to call her. She's nobody's mother. She's not our mammy. She's someone who ran for a job. She didn't win. And so now she's living her best life. I'll read one more comment. It says, y'all are so damn insufferable and exhausting. You don't have any of this smoke for your fellow white women who didn't vote for VP Harris. You expect a private citizen to tap dance for you because you won't get up and do the work yourselves. Do the work or shut the F up. So 92% is over there. That's still resting. They sitting at the keyboard and they typing. And that's me. That's how I feel. Leave that lady alone. Leave her alone. Sharon Gobble said, that's good news. At least they did get back pay. Yeah, and had a month off while they were able to do that. I know it wasn't a restful month because I'm sure they were upset and scared. They all out here crying now. They are, Sharon. They all out here crying now. And we can't, it's crying time, but they got work to do. It's not for us to do. Our ancestors marched for us. And then for them to basically give it all the way and then expect us to get out there and march again, we're actually not doing it. We're not doing that at all. Okay, so let me see. I'm doing a quick Dirty 30 today. So I am going to see what else I put in here. We know this young lady. This is from the Jasmine brand. This is Candace Dillard Bassett.
Okay, give me like 3 seconds.
They asked her about Karen.
If we need to.
A tissue. They got to fold that into a square.
Publicly, purposely, just out of respect for her family. Totally. I feel for her children. I know Raven. I know Brandon, her son. I know, Ray, obviously. We spent time with her extended family in Surrey. I know her friends, her real friends. So it makes me think, what if this was my mom? What if this was my aunt? What if this was a member of my family?
That's empathy from Candace Dillard Bassett. I've seen a lot of she deserves to be in jail because we found out it was multiple, 4 was the amount we heard about as far as the drunk driving. So she's going to get some help. But a lot of people were being flipped, kind of joking about it. None of that was funny to me. So to see Candace's response, to me, that is a really empathetic response and a real response. That's a 60-year-old lady. She's going to jail. She's going to get time to get herself together, and I'm happy for that. But it is still very sad. It's really sad. But Candace, I don't know if Candace is going to be back or not. We'll see. You see, she finally had to leave that toxic show and those women for her to be able to have a baby with her husband. So now the latest person that may have that same decision to make is Letitia, Sweet Tea, over there on Married to Medicine. I don't know. I don't know what I want her to do. Throughout my review, I just kept coming back to how sad it was and how hard it was to watch them mistreat this lady because of what? They brought her on trying to hurt somebody else. It backfired, and now they just want her to go. And it's not up to the people that are trying to make her go. So that is the thing that I don't understand. That's crazy to me. Okay, please like the video. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, let me see. I didn't get into this show, but what they are showing is there is a Snowfall spinoff. That's Damon Idris. He's a British actor. No, that's not him, but he was the star of Snowfall. I didn't watch that, but I'm looking for something new. I actually just finished Paradise on Hulu with Sterling K. Brown. It was so good. Episode 7 was amazing. Episode 8 tried to wrap things up, but then it left a huge cliffhanger, y'all. So if you have not finished Paradise, go back in there and finish that. Linda Gamble, one of the moderators, she actually was the one that mentioned it. And I started watching it and I got hooked on it. I actually had to send myself back to episode 1 to catch some things because there's so much going on. You can't multitask or do anything like that. You have to watch it or you will miss it. But it's called Paradise on Hulu. It's amazing. Capricorn Flower, your husband watches Snowfall. I tried to get it. I could never get into it, but it's now quite a few seasons now. I'll have to go back to the beginning and watch it if I'm going to catch up with the spinoff that they're going to do. And it's 90s Los Angeles. So I do like period pieces like that. Sharon was talking about Married to Medicine. It's really terrible the way they're treating Sweet Tea. Yeah, I didn't get over on her YouTube channel and finish watching her, but she did after the show what she thought about it. And she seemed resolved to, she said, one thing you're going to get, I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to defend my husband. She was talking really tough. So I'll see what's going to happen on the reunion. That is going to be 3 episodes of foolishness. I already know. They've already put a battery in Simone's back. They got her jumping up in Quad's face. Now, they were friends all throughout the season. They were defending Quad. So now they got another issue with Quad again. So the whole thing is just a mess. I wish they would pause it or either just get rid of it. Sharon Gabo says the spinoff of Snowfall should be good. I think so. Oh, you don't have Hulu? I refuse to pay for another streaming service. Mama Bees, they just, back when you pay one price for cable and then it got up to like either 75 or 100. I was like, I'm not doing this. And I canceled the cable. So I started getting like all these little packages. Oh, $3.99. Oh, $5.99. Oh, $7.99. And now I know I've surpassed the $75 or $100 or whatever. I think it used to be cheaper as a package. I think somewhere around along the line, the company is getting away with some stuff, because I think it is a lot more expensive now than it was when you just had a package. Because you got all these little $5.99, $7.99 services, and then they won't all have like the same shows that you watch. Like you need Peacock will have the shows that I watch as far as The Trader. Married to Medicine, Real Housewives, that's going to be Peacock, which is Bravo TV. And then Paramount Plus has CBS shows and things like that. So it's just a mess. It is a mess. Okay, let me see what else I saved in here, because there were quite a few topics that were kind of lighthearted topics. The heaviest thing I had, I think, was the unelected South African stuff, just because he's done so much damage to well, not everybody, but to the next thing that I'm afraid of course, Social Security. When he went in and they were trying to get the information for that is worrying. And he doesn't seem to understand the system that people have actually paid in. He thinks it's something that the government is giving us, because he's not American. He doesn't understand that we have paid in. So he doesn't understand what that is. He doesn't get it. And nobody's pointing it out to him. Okay, this is a funny topic. This took over everybody's summer. That's the Canadian ninja, as Kendrick called him. So the Universal Music Group, they filed to dismiss his lawsuit over the Not Like Us. They said he's suing after losing a rap battle that he provoked. So that's so funny that they say that to him. They said in the motion, he said they criticized him for not accepting his loss, noting that the lyrics of Not Like Us are non-actionable opinion and rhetorical hyperbole, not fact. I don't know if it's fact or not. I know that he does have weird behavior toward younger people. We've seen it over the years. So it looks like they share a record company, but it looks like they have picked their side. But he owes them a lot of albums, so there's actually nothing else that he's going to be able to do. Okay, this popped up. Paradise on Hulu. We just talked about this man, Sterling K. Brown. He and his wife were featured on, there was an own show called Black Love. He has a beautiful wife. She's an actress too. But they were featured on that show, and somebody watched her. They had a video of her watching Paradise, and she was yelling at the TV, "Why did you tell her? Why did you tell her not to go to Atlanta?" That was like a part of the storyline, and it's an important part of the storyline, because I didn't understand why he wasn't more forceful about it either. But had I been a wife, if it's the last week in the world's ending this week, there's some type of event, and you got tickets to get on the first thing out with your family, and your job tells you, I need you to go to Atlanta. Forget that job. A job can't see me anywhere the last week of the world. I wouldn't have left him, and the kids wouldn't either. We would have been right there. So I didn't understand that at all. Okay, this was Watch What Happens Live. And I'll show you who was on there. Oh, I think we knew that Shamia and Portia was on there. Not Portia. Shamia and Toya. Her mother was the bartender. I'm gonna try to let you see what she said. She was pretty funny.
5 seconds.
Okay.
What do you think is the secret to a successful relationship with your husband? Toya, can she do it in 5 seconds?
No, because he feels like he spoils her right.
Okay, Shamia, go.
Sex, finances, communication, have a blowjob, and a lot of purpose.
Hell of a blowjob, is that what you said? And a lot of twerking.
and that's why she has 2 elevators.
There she go. Hey y'all, people will get saying she do too much singing, she do too much twerking. I don't think she's gonna stop singing. I don't think she's gonna stop twerking. Because guess who loves it? Her husband. So go ahead, twerk on, Shamia. Sing on. I find her funny. Okay, I'm gonna read some comments. Sharon Garbo said Drake should just sit down somewhere. Yeah, Sharon, you got to take your loss. I mean, former rap beefs. We Gen X, we remember where people lost their lives after that. Tupac, Biggie. I mean, that was something that you took your loss. 2 people didn't lose their life. Nas and Jay-Z went on to even bigger careers and kind of laughed with each other about everything that happened. And to me, it was a lot more brutal than this one. No, maybe Kendrick's is a little more brutal. Because Nas and Jay-Z could still, they're cool with each other. I don't think these 2 will ever have any type relationship ever again. Because I think Kendrick thinks that Drake is a despicable person. I think that too. Okay, depends on what side of the road you stand on. I feel kind of 2 ways about it because I didn't have a chance to clean this out of my 401k. I still have exposure. But I'm okay with that because I'm not shopping there right now either. Our dollars hold power. This is from Forbes. Target suffered nearly $1 billion loss after Black History Month boycott and DEI rollbacks. And I read what people were saying, well, why is everybody mad at Target? We expected better from Target. I did. We know Walmart ain't ish. And some of these other Home Depot, certain ones, we know they're not worth anything. But Target is one that I always thought talked a good game and lived up to it. So when they were so quick to roll back DEI, I didn't understand that. And they didn't have to do it. And they are the ones that are now suffering for it, along with a lot of other people. Okay, we're right at 22 minutes. That's pretty good, everybody. All right, let me give 2 more. I have 2 more positive stories. Okay, this man spoke at Angie Stone's funeral. He chastised the industry for how they cheated her, but he unveils Tyler Perry Studios Dreamers internship. So he's training the next generation of TV talent, and that's good. Anybody who watches Tyler Perry productions, anything like that, the best I've seen so far would be 688. I really love that movie on Netflix. But a lot of his shows leave a lot to be desired. I never got into Sisters. I started watching certain reviews for Sisters and then just stopped because it's mostly complaints. They say it's just a loop, a never-ending loop. They have somebody on there who's been pregnant for like 2 years. It's just crazy. But he's training people. So he's going to train writers and all type of people to be in Tyler Perry Studios. So that's good. It's a Dreamers Internship Academy. Okay, now this is I've shown him before. This is my favorite mayor currently. This is Baltimore's Mayor Brandon Scott. That's he and his wife. They're bringing home a new bundle of joy to his family. I just love that young couple. They are so amazing. And then the governor of that state, the governor of Maryland, is Wes Moore. So I love this, what they're doing. That's he and his wife have another baby. Oh, they all have C names. So Mayor B. Scott made a post. He said, the princess goes home. We're so happy to have our baby girl home with the rest of our family. Thank you all for well wishes. Mom's recovering well. C-Ron loves being a big brother for the 2nd time, and Charm has already stolen Camden's socks off her feet. So they got 3 C-name little babies. C-Ron, Charm, and Camden. So they got 2 little girls and a boy. Congratulations to them. That's wonderful. Oh, I have one more. I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to play this so see if you recognize the song. You give your love to. Look at the group in the corner. Let me be the one. There's this group out of England called 5 Star from back in the day. That's a Gen X. They were like a Jackson 5 type group, but the lead singer was a girl called Denise. And she had a range. She could sound like Michael Jackson at times. She just had a beautiful, beautiful voice. But that's the older brother, Stedman, y'all. He passed away at 60 years old. 60 years old. So that is him. If you look at the group as they were back when they were on the charts here in the US. You might remember them. They were called 5-star. Capricorn Flower, you do remember them? Yeah. Hey, Cybertruck, you just chilling? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in here. Cybertruck, those are beautiful names. I love when people do that. They have the C names, so they have a little theme for the names. And that was it. We were right at 25 minutes. Thank you so much. And Capricorn Flower, one of the moderators, greet Cybertruck to the chat. Thank you so much. Did you all see France said they want to give back from the U.S. the Statue of Liberty? Mama Bees, yes, we know France can get petty, but you know what? We've been petty before too. You remember when they were having the Gulf War, one of the Gulf Wars, and France didn't want to join, which I can understand that. They didn't want to join, and they were like, we're not taking anything French, even fries. We're going to call them freedom fries, that kind of foolishness. So yeah, I can understand that. I can understand them doing that. I get it. All right, I'm going to make that be the last topic. I think I already took. Shamia's in here again. I told you she's doing it right. She's doing a lot of posting. She's doing a lot of her media blitz, and she got a lot of chatter around the first couple of episodes, and I think it's going to continue going well for her. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I saw that. Capricorn Flower didn't see that yet, but yeah, France, one of their politicians stood up in the well of whatever I'm not sure what they call their the body where they deliberate things, but they want the Statue of Liberty back. But you know what? They're saying it to the wrong person because half of us didn't vote for this person, and they're dealing with somebody now. I know he's supposed to be saving money. He'll rip that thing right out of the Hudson and send it over to him. It wouldn't shock me. Let's see what his people will do if he orders them to do that, because he's just the one to do it. He's crazy enough to do it. Talking about he's saving money. He's still golfing and looking terrible. I don't know. I don't like to bet on people how long they have, but I don't see him making it through a term. I don't. They said Joe Biden was old. The age is off the table. Nobody's talking about age, but this man looked like he's ready to keel over every time he get out the golf cart. But yeah, let's see what he's going to do. France said give it back. He might be just the one. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for stopping by Sandra P's Gen Extra. I appreciate it. If you didn't like the video on the way in, please like it on the way out. And I will see you tomorrow. I've scheduled a live. I think I'm just going to do the 7 p.m. For my live tomorrow. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Mindful Monday. And I will be here for Thoughtful Tuesday. I'll have topics. We'll just discuss probably light stuff again, like reality show type stuff, maybe a few news topics. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their night. And thank you for stopping by. Bye.